So, you learned the major scale. Awesome. What you need now is some new exercises to challenge you to master it. What's up? Alex here with Step by Step Bass. This lesson is all about starting to practice scales. Once you know any scale or arpeggio, you need to be able to practice that in many different ways. This prepares you for an infinite number of musical possibilities. I'm going to give you some simple variations on the major scale that will both challenge you and help you to grow. I will also be giving you some technique tune-ups along the way to make sure that we are absolutely focused on making great choices with left-hand technique. If you enjoy this lesson, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Be sure to hit the notification bell so that you are notified about all the new bass lessons as soon as they come out. If you have comments, questions, observations, visitations, anything at all, please let me know in the comment section. For this lesson, you will need a basic understanding of left-hand and right-hand technique, as well as an understanding of the major scale pattern. Of course, if you need to refresh on these, I will put a link up there for you. In the meantime, let's get into it. When we think about scales, we usually consider their sort of default setting to be ascending, meaning that we play them from a lower note up to a higher note. Most players practice their scales both ways. Traditionally, they will ascend first, and then they will descend afterwards. So you're playing the scale in both directions, up and then back. I call this method round trip with an ascending start. It's round trip because you end up where you started, and it's got an ascending start because, guess what? You start by ascending the scale. Simple enough. And that's our first exercise, round trip with an ascending start. We're going to play up a major scale and then immediately back down. Let's use the D major scale for this. This will put us starting on the 5th fret of the A string. Let me stop us for a minute and take this opportunity to introduce the concept of octaves. Now, we can use the term octave in a couple of different ways. One common use of the word octave would be to mean a distance, so a distance between two notes. So if I play this D here and this D here, I can say that those are one octave apart. In this sense of the word, we can define an octave as being the shortest distance between two notes that are the same name, but not exactly at the same pitch. You have a lower D and a higher D, and the distance between them is one octave. You can also refer to a single note as an octave, speaking relatively. So if I'm playing this D, and someone says, play the octave, I'm going to assume that they want me to play this D, which is the note that's an octave away. Instead of saying, hey, play the note that's one octave above that note, you just say, hey, play the octave. Usually when we say the octave, we mean the note above, but we could also be describing the note below. If I'm playing this D, and someone says, you know what, play the lower octave, then I'm going to go ahead and play that D instead. Aren't those kind of the same thing? Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. We're just using the words slightly differently. Before we start playing, I want to give you one little technique reminder, and that is that we want to play in a closed position whenever possible. This is going to be different than the major scale pattern lesson that you may have seen from me. So in that case, we were trying to keep one finger per fret strictly to make the pattern easier to learn. Now that you know the pattern, I want to bring back our technique, and we're going to start applying it to this pattern. What this means is that when I start with the D, I'm not going to start with my second finger on using one finger per fret. I'm going to start with my first finger and give myself a break on this first string. I'm going to play the first note with my first finger and the second note with my third and fourth fingers. Then I will extend myself into an open position, and I will play one finger per fret after that. When we come back down, it'll be the same, but I'm going to go ahead and slide into a closed position to hit that D. So the move looks like this. First note, second note, third note. So we're going to expand between a closed position here and an open position here. On the way back, I'm going to slide back into a closed position using my first finger on that first note. So we're going to play from D right here all the way up to its octave right here using the major scale pattern. We're going to play up, and then we're going to repeat that octave note again to come back down. No pauses, no rests. We will then descend the major scale. So up, no pauses, no rests, repeat that note, and you descend. Simple as that. We're going to do that 3 times in a row. Here we go. D major scale, round trip, ascending start. We're going to go up. We're going to go down. We're going to do that 3 times, 4 clicks, and we're in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 4, finger 1, 2, 4, finger 1, 3, 4, and back. 4, 3, 1, finger 4, 2, 1, finger 4, close it up, 1, and again, 1, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, again, 4, that's the octave, 3, 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, close it up, 1, again, 1, 4, open, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, last time, 4, 3, 1, finger 4, finger 2, finger 1, 4, 1, and we're out. For exercise 2, we're going to do the exact same thing we did in exercise 1, but we're going to have a descending start. We're going to play down the scale, and then we'll go back up. Just to switch it up, we're going to play G major this time. We're going to start with our 4th finger on the 5th fret of the D string. This is our higher octave for this scale, of course. So we're going to play down G, and then we're going to ascend G once more. Again, we're going to do this 3 times in a row. This may seem like a really small change from the previous exercise, but it's really amazing how such a small change in the musical world can wreak havoc on the performer. If you only practice your scales with an ascending start, even though you descend them immediately after, you will always have trouble just jumping into a scale and descending it. That's why I'm including the exercise in the lesson. Okay, same as before, we're going to play quarter notes. This time it's G major scale. We're going to do round trip. We're going to have a descending start, so we're going to go down, we're going to go up. We're going to do that 3 times in a row, repeating our octaves. Here it comes, 4 clicks and we're in. 1, 2, 3, 4 from the top. Go into a closed position here. Repeat. Again. Again. Back up. Last time. Back up. This third and final exercise I call a climbing scale. We're going to think of it as akin to climbing a ladder, where we're going to go up just 2 rungs of the ladder the first time and then back down. The next time we're going to go up to the 3rd rung of the ladder and then back down. The next time we're going to go up to the 4th rung of the ladder and then back down, hitting every single rung on the way. In this case, a rung of the ladder is equal to a note of your scale. And we're going to do this all the way until we reach the octave and come back down to our starting point. Let me show you how this works. We're going to use B flat for this example. So I'm going to be on the 6th fret of my E string. I'm going to play the first note of the scale and the second note of the scale. Then I'm going to go back and play the first note again. I've gone up to the 2nd rung and back down. Play the 3rd rung of the ladder this time. So 1, 2, 3, and back down, 2, 1. Then I'm going to play to the 4th rung of my ladder, or my scale in this case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do this without ever repeating our tonic, or our 1 of our scale. A little faster, it looks like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, on up to the 8th note of your scale, and one last time we'll come back down. We're going to do this 3 times in a row, so if you don't hit it right in the first time, you'll get a chance to jump in, or you can take the video back to that point and try it again. When you are doing this exercise, really focus on the numbers. So if you start on the first note of a scale, that's number 1. The second note of a scale is number 2. And we call these scale degrees. So you have scale degree 1, scale degree 2, scale degree 3. These scale degrees will be how we study and define music as we move forward. This is how we're going to learn other scales. This is how we're going to learn to build chords. So these are very, very important, and this is a good opportunity to start getting a handle on them. Okay, B flat climbing scale, here we go. 4 clicks and we're in. 1, 2, 3, 4, scale degree 1, and 2, and 1, 2 up to 3, 3, 2, and 1, up to 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, focusing on scale degrees, 2, 3, 4, scale degree 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, 2, up to 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Using a closed position there? Should be. 4, 5, 6. Another closed position here. I don't have to reach to 8 yet. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're out. I have given you 3 new ways to practice your scales and build up your bass chops. As these become easier, be sure to mix in new variations, whatever you can come up with. Try playing 16th notes or 8th notes. Try playing triplets. Try not playing the octave before you reverse directions on your scale. I would love it if you would share any variations that you come up with in the comment section. Check out my channel for more ways to challenge your bass playing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the studio. I don't know about that one. Oh, come on.